It was one of those cold, damp evenings where the city feels lonelier than usual. Jack sat in his cab near the bus terminal, engine humming softly, waiting for his next fare. He was scrolling through old messages when he noticed someone across the street. A woman. She stood still under the flickering street lamp, cradling a small child, her arms wrapped tightly around the little one like a human shield. Her eyes were puffy, her cheeks raw from the cold or from crying. She looked like someone on the edge of something. Jack didn't hesitate. He pulled up and rolled down his window. Need a ride? She blinked as if the words took a second to register. Then, silently, she nodded and got in. She didn't say where she was going. She just whispered an address, then curled herself around her sleeping child in the back seat. Jack stole glances at her through the rearview mirror. She wasn't panicking, but she wasn't okay either. Her silence said more than words could. The baby stirred once, letting out a soft sigh. The mother gently rocked, whispering a lullaby too soft to hear. When they reached her stop, a modest apartment complex, she reached into her worn-out purse. But before she could find anything, Jack raised a hand. "Don't worry about it," he said softly. "Looks like you've already had a rough day." Her lips quivered. I can't accept that." Jack smiled. "Just take care of yourself and your little one." She stared at him like she wasn't used to kindness. Then, with tears in her eyes, she whispered, "Thank you." And just like that, she was gone. Jack sat in silence for a moment, then drove home. Later that night, Jack lay in bed, too tired to think. Just as he began to drift off, his phone buzzed. He almost ignored it. Probably spam, or some late night. Wrong number. But something told him to answer. "Are you Jack, the taxi driver?" Came a calm but serious voice. Jack sat up, double quotes. "Yes, Who's this?" There was a pause. Then, "I'm calling on behalf of the woman you gave a ride to tonight." Jack's heart skipped. Is everything okay?" "She asked me to thank you," the man said. "Your kindness meant more than you know." Jack shifted. "It was nothing. I don't know." She looked like she needed help. She did. She left her wealthy family after a tragedy. She's been trying to rebuild her life. Tonight, she almost gave up. "You changed that." Jack was quiet. "And," the man added, "her family, they know what you did. They'd like to meet you." Jack blinked. "Meet me? Why?" "Just come," the man said. "Please." The next morning, Jack stood in front of a mansion that looked like it belonged in a movie. He adjusted his old jacket, the one with a fraying collar, and rang the bell. A man in a suit opened the door. "Jack," he said with a warm smile. "Welcome. I'm Mr. James. Please, come in." Jack stepped onto polished marble floors, under gold chandeliers. He'd driven by places like this, but never stepped inside. Then he saw her, the woman from last night. She looked rested, now composed, but her eyes still held emotion. She walked up to him. "Jack," she said, voice trembling. "I didn't get the chance to tell you properly. Thank you. Last night, I felt invisible. Everyone looked past me. But you saw me." Jack shifted, uncomfortable. "I just did what I hoped someone would do for my sister, if she were ever in that spot." She smiled. "Not everyone thinks like you." Mr. James stepped forward. "Jack, we'd like to repay your kindness." Jack held up his hands. "No need. Really, I wasn't expecting anything." "We insist," Mr. James said. "Her family wants to clear your debts and offer you a job, a real one, stable with benefits. We think someone like you would fit in perfectly." Jack stared. "Me?" The woman nodded. "You gave when you had so little. Let us give back." For a long moment, Jack couldn't speak. His throat tightened. He'd worked hard his whole life, always just surviving. Now, a simple act had opened a door he never even knew existed. The job wasn't easy. Jack had never worked in an office. But he learned quickly. People respected him. They listened when he spoke. Over time, he rose through the ranks. He stayed humble, still taking his taxi out on weekends, just to remember where he came from. And every now and then, he dropped off anonymous grocery bags at shelters. No note, no name. The woman and her family became more than employers. They became friends. And Jack? He became a man with a new life. Not because he chased riches, but because when it counted, he chose kindness over convenience. Moral of the story: sometimes it's not grand gestures that change the world, it's a quiet decision to care. Because in a world that's moving too fast, slowing down for someone else, truly seeing them can spark a chain reaction no one expects. The universe doesn't forget kindness, and one small ride can take you further than you ever imagined.